All right. Okay, that took way longer than expected. Famished. I wonder where my water is. I think I left it over there. Start my timer. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Sync clap. Hi, my name is Cameron, and I'm here to talk about a very cool subject today, and that is life after you've left your faith, making friends. How do you do that? In my case, I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses, but this applies to anyone who is in strict Christianity or any branch of that, Islam, something that was very, very, you grew up and you were a true believer, you were born and raised that way, or they basically, especially in Christianity, I know this applies to other religions and faiths, bad association spoils useful habits. So that means that you mainly and only had friends in the faith. And when you left the faith or were kicked out or whatever happened, you were no longer to be able to freely associate with those from the faith. Bad association spoils useful habits. Disfellowshipping is what happened to me. Excommunication is another word for it. Shunning is a common word for it for us now that you're out. And it's basically what happens. And you have to start over from scratch. How do I make friends? I have to make new friends and new family. Like, oh crap, where do I begin? Thankfully, in my case, knocking on doors, raising my hand at meetings, giving public talks, that wasn't really an issue for me. I was always kind of awkward as a kid, but it wasn't an issue for me to get over that fear of approaching someone and being like, hey, cool, we could be friends. So that's what I'm here to help you to do. I found out this 30-second rule that I kind of use every week in my daily life to make new acquaintances, new friends, and those trickle down to real friends and trickle down more to possibly people to replace your family if your family won't speak to you like the majority of mine. So if you have an approach anxiety to you become a recluse or a hermit or whatever it is, if you have some anxiety, that's okay, it's normal. That should never go away. That should be there. The main goal is the outcome that we want is to make new friends and family to replace what we lost, because you're starting over from scratch. This is a crazy thing to think about. I was there. I did the exact same thing. In fact, this year for me has been a huge growth for me because of this 30-second rule I'm about to tell you about. So, when you're out grocery shopping, you're at a farmer's market, or there's an event in the city that you're in, or maybe at work or at school. So if you are at work and school, this is going to be very easy for you because friendships just happen because you're there. It just happened. When you're past school or you're at work, or maybe you gotten out of your faith at a much later age, which has happened. I know people that have gotten out 20, 30, 40, 50 years later. It's very scary to start over from scratch. This is how you do it. It takes a bit more effort and maintenance, and it's worth it though, because these are your friends and your family that can replace what you lost, and you need that. You need other people in your life. And this applies to friends, family, acquaintances, even dating. Huge thing for me. I had to learn that from scratch. Glad I did though. I've made so many friends and family and I continually do so. And I continually do so all the time. 30-second rule. What you do is go out to your grocery store, and as you're casually shopping, make random 30-second conversations with different people that you see. It doesn't have to be every single person that you see, but random people in different aisles, different stores. If you're a beginner and you're really scared, the easiest people to start with are the people that work there. Obviously, if the person has 30 million people in line and they're a cashier, may not be the best to start off with them because they're busy. But wait a moment, or find someone who's just randomly texting or looks bored or is walking around very slow. Those are good targets. Just randomly give them a compliment, or say, hey, you look really happy, or just something that gives value to their life. If you're asking questions, question, you are taking value, and the conversation becomes very boring very quickly. But if you are teasing and maybe joking a little bit, compliment them. Those are all good starters to start a good 30-second conversation. Then rinse, wash, and repeat. Repeat. Wherever you go, you're at work, you're at school, you're in the grocery store, you're at an event. I'm a huge geek. Comic-Con is huge for me. One of the easiest places to make friends, because other geeky, awkward people are there too. Now, something you have to be mindful of. 1 out of maybe 30 or 50 people may react a little funky because they're awkward and weird too. but screw them, they're just being a beehole, or maybe they just haven't had the time to grow and mature to that level yet. But go out there, practice this rule wherever you go. If you have massive approach anxiety, don't think about it too much. Obviously, like, take care of yourself, make sure you have good hygiene. I hate that I have to mention that in the video, but yes, some people, you need better hygiene. Brush your damn teeth, take a shower, wash your pits, get some arm stuff going on. Go out and make friends and have zero expectations. That's another big thing, zero expectations. If it's a grocery store that you continually go to on the regular, make friends with the staff, make friends with people that you see, and you'll eventually start seeing them again in your day-to-day life. Especially if you live in a smaller town. Big cities, you don't have to worry about it. You can go crazy in a big city. Approach, because it's a huge city, like New York City, San Francisco, LA, all those places. But get out there, make a little bit of effort, because the outcome is so worth it, because you've lost so much. This is a way to gain your life back. Start putting a foot forward into making new friends, acquaintances, maybe some dates, some lovers, your potential husband or wife. Start with you. They really do start with you. So get out there, practice the 30-second rule, have no expectations, make acquaintances if you have to, then make friends, and pretty soon you'll be knowing, before you know it, you'll be going out, experiencing your first time out with some friends, or getting to know someone personally and making them laugh. It comes and it happens over time. So don't beat yourself up about it if you get nervous and you run away. I did the same thing on my first approach when I randomly came up to someone and was like, hey, nice shoes. I'm assuming you got those from blah, blah, blah. And, you know, you look like a YouTuber or something, whatever it is you want to say to the person, just get a smile and a reaction out of them. I ran away after my first interaction because I was so scared, so nervous of talking to worldly people who are just people. I hope this video helps you out. If it has in any way, please subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below on your experiences. What happened to you? Maybe you had friends and family that were out of the faith that introduced you to other friends and family. Maybe you started like me from scratch. You had no one, just you, to go out there and make new friends and family. And it was beyond belief of being scared, but it was worth it. So leave a comment below on your experiences, and I will see you guys in the next video.